Good morning. I really don't like starting this video here because the mirror is so dirty, but it's just what's going to happen. Hi, hello, my name is Michaela. I'm a PhD student from the University of Tübingen, but I am originally from New Zealand and I've been trying to do these weekly vlog things and I haven't done it in a while, so I thought why not start it today. It's actually Tuesday today, not Monday, but I didn't go into the office yesterday and kind of just had a, I don't want to say a chill day at home, but like a slow work day at home because the weekend was really busy and I only finished at like 11:30 p.m. last night because of work calls in New Zealand. So I thought we'll start the video today, start it off fresh with what's hopefully going to be a good structured week, but if it's not, then I don't know, we'll see how this all plays out. I'm actually about to go into the office, so I thought I'd say hello, introduce the video here and show you like it's actually autumn here now, which is so exciting. So I bought this long coat when my friend was here and it was way too hot. It's finally time. So I'm gonna wear this today and go into the office and hopefully get some really good work done. I've actually got to split my time today between my New Zealand job and my PhD here because my New Zealand job, we've got the edits back from the copy editor and the historian, and I've basically got until the weekend to do my edits and then I have to pass it on to the rest of my team. So I am going to start my edits today and hopefully get through, I don't know, maybe like chapters 1 and 2 and then go on to the PhD, and I've got quite a lot of my PhD to do. So I'm hoping that I can, yeah, stay on top of the both of them despite the fact that they both have quite intense deadlines. So that's the plan for today. I am going to catch the bus into the office because I don't want to cycle with this coat and get it all dirty. And yeah, let's go into the office. Welcome to the video.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things.
It's the next day and I did not film anything yesterday after being at the office, and I made cinnamon rolls last night, so I should have filmed. I just wasn't really feeling in the mood, if I'm honest. And then today I've just been slightly panicky and so I didn't feel like getting in front of the camera, but I had an appointment this morning which went well, but I was nervous about the appointment. It went well, and then I went to the office and got some work done. I think I got like 6 hours done or something. And then I came home because I wasn't feeling like 100% still. I don't know what's going on with my hair. And so I just took a break. I did some cross stitching, which has been my new thing, my new old thing. Like, it's something that I used to do and I picked it up. I think I might have talked about it on YouTube, I'm not entirely sure, but I kind of used that as a calming repetitive exercise, and so I did that for a bit, but I realized that I really need to get some work done. I basically got the proofs for my book back. Not the proofs, I've always wanted to say that, but I don't actually know what it means. I've had the first round of editing back for the book that I wrote for New Zealand, and so while it was supposed to be a PhD week this week, it ended up being a New Zealand book week because I have to get this done as soon as possible. And it's taking a freaking long time. I have been going, I want to say, did I say I did 6 hours today? And then I maybe spent about 4 hours on it yesterday. So I've maybe spent 10 hours on it so far, and I am almost at the end of chapter 2 of 7. I have already done the introduction, so technically I've done 3 out of 9 chapters because there is also a conclusion, but that's also just going through like the grammatical stuff and not really going through and fixing the edits that the historian editor has asked us to make. So I thought that I would sit down now and wait for Luke to come home and work, and then we're gonna eat dinner. And I'll see how I'm feeling afterwards to see if I can keep working. Realistically, I should, but you know, just not feeling 100% today. I slept terribly. I'm emotionally not doing great, and it's really hard to work when I'm emotionally not doing great. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And yeah, I'm making a tea as well. I meant to say that. I am making a tea. I bought some chamomile tea because we'd run out, and I find that it's very calming. So I'm going to make myself chamomile tea, get some editing done. Yeah. I do not trust myself with a normal cup and my computer. So I've got my thermos, the water is still going, but I have plugged the tea bag into here so that it stays in there. It doesn't flop around. I guess I could just take this off and just leave it in there, but I don't know, okay? Also, just while I wait for this tea, I have done something to my arm. I think it's like massive DOMS after the gym the other day, but each time I lift it like to here or like twist it around, it's not like killing me obviously, but it's just sore, and picking stuff up as well. It's just not great. Not great. So yeah. Just thought I'd update you. I don't know why. I'm standing here waiting for the water to boil, so yeah. Oh, that's not good. Okay, how's that? Now I know I look crazy. I just needed to pin my fringe back because it's irritating me, and this is how it apparently got pinned back. But it is now Thursday and it's actually after midday. I have not been feeling so great today, but I just spent the morning trying to do things that needed to be done, like I cleaned the kitchen and I watered all of our plants, and yeah, just doing stuff that needed to be done. Cleaned up the bathroom and everything. And now I'm gonna start working for the day. It is a bit later than I wanted to start, but I thought I just needed to take care of myself a little bit. And I thought that in order to kick it off, that I would tell you some cool things that have happened this week that I haven't talked about because I've either been in the office or I've been distracted with work that's going on and everything. But some pretty cool stuff happened this week. Firstly, every year one of the biggest medieval conferences in the world happens at Leeds, and I organised my first panel. I'm sorry, this is really distracting. There's I want to call it leaves flying around outside, so it must be semi-windy, but it kind of looks like snow because the leaves are, maybe it's not leaves, maybe it's like pollen, or you know those trees that have fluff. Anyway, it's like just behind the window, and so it's very distracting. Anyway, every year I go to one of the world's biggest medieval conferences, medieval history conferences, and I've planned a session before. I did it last year, but it was just something easy. It was just 3 people in one session. And next year, a colleague of mine and my former master's supervisor, so there's 3 of us in total, have organized a 4-panel session. So there's 12 people in total, 3 people in each panel, and we have to submit it by the end of this month for consideration by the conference. And what's super exciting is this week we got our 12th person. So we had a bunch of people submit, and then we had 1 space open, and it was either going to go to somebody who wanted to speak or a respondent, and we got a respondent, which is super exciting. That just means that there's somebody who's coming along to listen to all 11 papers and then do a presentation afterwards kind of like a drawing upon themes that have come across all of the different papers that were given, and if we turn this into a publication, it would mean that they would kind of write the concluding statements for the publication as well, which is super exciting. And so yeah, overall it's really quite exciting that that has finally come together, and we finalized that and we've managed to find someone, because finding someone who's willing to volunteer their time for something like this is not the easiest thing to do. And so we found someone, which is very, very good. It feels like a win for the week. And then second win for the week is that I got asked to do my first book review, which is super exciting. It's something that I have been quite nervous to do, because kind of one big part of academia is reviewing books, and I know that I review like fiction books on this channel on Goodreads and stuff, but it's very different when it's academic books, because you have to talk about the content and how it fits into the wider field of research at the moment and all that kind of stuff. And so it's something that I've always found quite daunting, and so I've never volunteered myself forward for it. I actually have a friend who works for a publisher, and he was saying that if there's any books that this publisher does that I'd ever want and I'd be willing to review, because you get sent the book if you review it, to just let him know. And I thought that was such a cool idea, because I love having like proper physical copies of the books, but I was a little bit intimidated about doing it, so I never actually contacted him about it. But somebody contacted me. It's a brief colleague that I had. She was here in Tübingen for a month, and I have read a lot of her research, and so I wanted to meet her, and we had a really great catch up and coffee and everything. And she is actually the current editor for a journal, and that journal needs to publish reviews. And so she contacted me saying that they want to publish a review on this specific book, and because of my knowledge in the area, would I be open to doing it? And so it's quite exciting. I feel like it's quite affirming when somebody seeks you out for something, rather than like, I don't know, always putting your name forward for stuff. And I know that I don't always put my name forward for stuff for book reviews, because this is like my first one, but it's quite nice to feel like I'm finally getting to the point where I am making myself known for my knowledge, and people are putting or like thinking of me for stuff. So that's really quite cool, and that felt like quite a positive part of this week. But I do feel like my mood and me not feeling so mentally well has definitely been linked to this New Zealand book project that I've been working on, and I think there's just a few issues that have come up this week that I am trying not to get frustrated about. Like, obviously I'm trying to be professional and everything, so I don't want to talk about everything on here, but there's just a few issues that have come up this week that I need to make decisions on, and I'm not overly I don't want to say impressed, because that sounds so bad, but I'm not overly happy with how some other people have been conducting themselves. And so I think that's one of the reasons I've been kind of struggling a bit this week, because it makes me then not want to do the edits, and it's making me not want to do certain things. And so I'm trying to kind of separate myself from that at the moment, and just get the work done that needs to get done, and get it on time, and yeah, all of that good stuff, so that when it comes down to it, I'm still proud of what I've done. And that's how I'm trying to approach this. But that is definitely one of the reasons I've been feeling a bit low this week, and I hadn't really realized that until I talked it through with Luke this morning. So yeah, that's why I've been a bit all over the place and complaining about not feeling so well so much. But I am now going to get back into work, get on with these edits. I have a coffee that I'm going to drink to, I don't know, it's my afternoon coffee, and I'm going to try and get, I've got 2 documents, the first half of the book and the second half of the book, and I'm going to try and get to the end of the first half of the book today. That's my goal, because it is dragging out, honestly. And no one else in my team can read it until I've made the big edits. And so I thought I'm going to put some good music on, some good autumnal vibes, even though it's very sunny outside, and I actually think it's like, I don't know why I'm looking here, need to look at my phone. I think it's like 20 degrees today or something, so it's actually quite warm compared to how it has been. It was down to I think 12 degrees the other day was the high, and so it was all nice and cozy, but it's quite warm now. And I'm gonna sit on the couch so I can sit in the sun, because I thought rather than just sitting in the kind of sterile office, which is fine, I feel like seeing some sun today, so I'm going to see some sun. I'm going to sit out here on the comfy couch, get some work done, and yeah, I'll update you when I've made some progress. Hi, you can see me in the background, but I just wanted to tell you that this is my go-to music at the moment. I don't know why, it's very, I don't know, I think it's because it's calming or whatever, so this is what I'm gonna listen to. I also have to have Spotify offline because Luke and I share an account. He's at the gym, that's why. He's at the gym listening to music, so this way I can listen to my own music. So here's a quick PSA. Don't turn autosave off Word, because I turned it off yesterday because Word has been bugging out on me, and Word just crashed and lost everything that I had done today. So yay me. I'm now dealing with buggy Word with autosave on, and I have to go back and do everything, which is just so what I needed today, you know? It's just so what I needed today. Anyway, I'm changing my music because I reached the end of my playlist, and I'm trying to find something that's giving, I don't know, autumnal vibes or something. Rain and ambience. Ambience? Is that what I say? Ambiance. Yeah. Rain and ambience. I'll let you know if I find something good. And we crashed again. Taking time in one day. Autosave was on today, so let's hope that it saved everything that I've just done in the last however long. I am really really frustrated. Anyway, I've made myself a tea to try and calm down, and I'm just gonna keep hacking away at it. It's just gonna be one of those days, I realise. It's just gonna be one of those days.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in.
I am just gonna have to film this here because there is something going on with the light over there. You'll see. It stopped. It was doing the like flickery thing. Anyway, I didn't quite get everything done that I wanted to today. Yes, I'm in my pajamas. It's winter time, so I'm trying to be cozy. But I got as much done as I mentally could cope with. I got up to the end of the 4th chapter done in terms of big edits, and now I just have to go through the second person's comments for those sections, which, while they require more thinking, there's less of them, so it's not as frustrating. But the next thing that I needed to do required a lot of brain power, and so I thought I'm going to stop here for the night. I'm going to clean the kitchen and get ready for bed, and then go to bed and try and get up at a good time tomorrow, because I just need to start the day on a good note, and I'm getting tired, and I'm finding that tiredness and proofreading is not where it's at. So I'm going to tidy the kitchen. It's a total mess at the moment from cooking dinner. I'll actually show you what I cooked for dinner because it was very good and very spontaneous. I made like a 1-pot lactose free, relatively high protein chicken Alfredo thing. The Alfredo sauce thing was made with cottage cheese and Greek yogurt, so yeah, very good. And this is the state of the kitchen. Needs a lot of tidying. So that's my goal, and I'm going to keep going with The Mentalist. Okay, I don't know if you can see it now, but Luke and I were just having a conversation.
Open the window, then you can probably
the windows are covered in pollen, so...
Those things that are moving around.
I think they're midges of some sort.
Okay, this is what I was getting distracted by yesterday. Turns out they're not leaves, they're flies.
And they hit your face lots when you're cycling and you inhale and eat lots of them.
They kind of just look sparkly, but I swear there are so
Actually,
many over there as well.
Ants.
Flying ants.
Yeah, because at a certain point in the year, the females or something will take flight. Because yesterday when I was cycling, I kept pulling winged ants off my leg.
Yuck.
As they were like hitting me as I cycled through them. They might actually be ants.
That's gross. Alright, I think it's time for an update. Let's see if I can, I never know where to put you. There you go. Now my, computer's in the background, so it looks like you could see the opposite of what you can normally see. I'm normally sat there facing that way. Anyway, time for an update. Yes, I've got the crazy hair going. This is how you know it's been like a busy work day, but the curl is curling. This is the only part of my hair that curls, and I don't really know what it's doing, but it's fine. We're ignoring it. I have been working all morning. I decided that today was going to be the day that I was going to get this document done and sent off to the rest of my team, because it's irritating me. There is so many things to address in this document, and it's only chapters introduction 1 to 5, and so I mean it's over half the book, so it makes sense that it's taking this long. It's just irritating me, and I've realized that part of it is because as the copy editor has been going through and doing stuff, I understand that they're trying to go quickly, but they have gone through and left so many grammatical errors, and I don't know if it's because they've had full markup turned on Word, and I also know that the Windows and the Mac versions of Word have two very different editors, and so I don't know if she can see the changes that she's making or not, and it's just left a lot of grammatical errors in there that I'm having to go through and figure out, okay, what was removed here? Like, does this make sense? How can I fix this? And there's a lot of like double spaces that I just have to go through and remove, and it seems like somebody, and I don't know if this was the publisher before it was sent to the copy editor or the copy editor, but it seems like they've gone through and like Control F replaced like a whole bunch of stuff throughout the document, and so all of a sudden, rather than having someone's first and last name, they'll have like a duplicate of the first name because the publisher wants us to use first names. I want to use last names, but we're sorting that out. We'll figure out if that happens or not, but I don't know why you would Control F replace a full document without going through and checking each time, because sometimes there's just no name, sometimes there is 2 first names, sometimes there's a last name. Like, it's so inconsistent, which I'm kind of surprised about, if I'm honest. And so yeah, it's just been a lot of that. And then on top of the copy editor's work, it's gone to the historian who's like fact checking it, and she's left a lot of comments that I have to go through, and not just like grammatical stuff that I can go through and change quite quickly, but readings that we have to go follow up on and see, like, is this something that we've missed? Is this something that we need to know about? Is it something that, I don't know, like one of my colleagues missed out on or whatever? And so it's been a lot of back and forth of that as well, and because I'm the initial person, it all has to go through me before I can send it on to everyone else, so I'm doing a lot of the like hard yards, but it's fine. It's just one of those things, and I am assigning comments to everyone, and so hopefully they can just go through and do their comments and it won't get too mucked up. So that's where I'm at. I've now gone through and made all of the changes left by the copy editor and the easy changes by the historian, and now I just have to go through her. The historian has basically given us a 3-page document of big structural changes that she wants us to do, and I need to go through and do that basically, which is painful. Out of these 5 chapters plus the introduction, 2 of them I haven't written, and so I can at least pass that on to my colleague who wrote those, and hopefully he can make the final decisions about what he wants to change and not change. But I do have to do my chapters, and it's just been feeling like a long week staring at this document, and I'm so ready to just like pass it on and be done with it. But I am actually going to take a break now. I'm going to go to the gym because I'm feeling antsy and I feel like I need to go work out and do something different. I've pretty much been in this house for the second half of this week because I was feeling too worked up to go into the office, and so hopefully get a change of scenery. I am not going to be able to do any arm stuff because my arm is still quite sore. I think I said that at the beginning of the video, that like up to here it starts to hurt. It's actually feeling better. I genuinely think it was just DOMS and that I must have like overstretched it at the gym on Monday or something, but it is feeling a bit better. But I really just like, I don't know, I don't want to overdo it. I am someone who's very prone to injury because I'm quite hypermobile and my muscles don't have much strength in comparison to flexibility, and so I'm trying not to overdo it. And Luke has told me to just not stretch it out, not really he hasn't told me not to work out with it, but he told me not to overstretch it, and so I feel like I'm just going to give it a few more days rest and hopefully that'll be all that needs to be done. It'll rest up fine and then I can start working out again. But I am actually on the last week of my program. I've got a 6-week challenge that Luke wrote for me, and I started it actually, I want to say like June. I started it in June, and then I've just been doing it slowly because life's been really hectic with this book, and so I didn't want to have massive pressure to be trying to spend hours and hours at the gym when I didn't really have hours and hours. But I'm finally on the last, or like the 6th week of it, and I'm trying to get it done before we go to Rome next Tuesday so that when I come back I can just start with a fresh new program. So that's the plan. I'm going to try and finish that one today, and then there's one more session, so I might go over the weekend or something, I'm not sure. But anyway, I am going to go to the gym. I need to stop rambling. I just want to do a big catch up on like how things are going, what I've been doing today. I've worked for quite a lot. Let me see how much time I've worked for today. There you go, I've done 5 hours today, so it's not bad. But I'm going to take a break, go to the gym, come back and keep going. So yeah.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep.